Okay, part two. Alright, this was a Debian system running on an old iBook and everything. I am going to just X out of here real quick and shut this down. And at the same time, while this is shutting down fully, I'm done with this machine for this session. And it'll shut down and terminate by itself. Now, I'll get out of here. This, like I said, this is multiple systems in VirtualBox. I go over here in this corner. Before I do that, I got to go in here, turn off my start. Or before then, you know what? Control. Just bear with me. Well, actually, I don't want to waste time. I could spin this like a cube too, but I don't have two hands free. I have to have one hand on the keyboard and one on the mouse, unfortunately. I'm going to restart this machine. As I'm restarting this one, this monitor here is connected to this desktop with an external wireless card right here. Boot up this machine. So now I got to pay attention between these machines booting up. I got to press F10 on this one here on this keyboard. And I got to pay attention to this one over here. And I'm going to go into an old operating system, Ubuntu 10.04. I'm going to run a very old system that's in virtual emulation. See, these are Linux systems right here. Now, while that's booted into there, I'll choose which hard drive on this machine. I have two hard drives. You know what, I'll go into Windows 8, 8.1, Windows 8. You'll see what I mean in a second. You see these machines booting up in the distance. That's a nice background. And Windows Blue Edition 8.1 is a version of Windows 8, the next step. They're doing more beta testing. They're going to make another version of 8. Now I want to show you. I have Windows XP, and it says earlier version of Windows would be Windows XP. Over here, next to it, you have Windows Vista. Right above it, you have Windows 7. Windows 7. And I'm using my arrow keys right now. Here's the current version of Windows 8 that everybody's using. It's the 9200 build. Up here, you have Windows 8.1. I'm going to boot into that system instead. Yes, you see 5 operating systems on a 500 gig hard drive. And they have a perfect even amount of space on the hard drive's partition to run each one of them. If you figure 500 gigs has 100 gigs for each partition on this hard drive. This is what the new 8 looks like so far. If you watch the fish right there, see it shoots bubbles every now and then. And here's my mouse. I even have Microsoft Office 365 Professional 2013. And this is a new feature in the Windows 8 down here. It jumps into bottom apps over here. You see other apps here and everything. And you can just jump back into your regular tiles. And let's just open up Microsoft Word 2013. Okay. Like I said, it works. This is activated, or should I say hacktivated. And the hacktivation will last for 180 days, and then when it expires, you just hit the activator again, and you're back in the game, and it saves all your documents and everything. And they started to put the start back on here, the start board, but it doesn't have a start menu. and everything. And yes, I have, let me get out of here. And let me go back into here. I have VirtualBox with Windows XP Black Edition. But before I do that, I'm going to go over here to this Ubuntu 10.04. Explain to you. Boot into it. Let's see. Okay, I gotta put the password. Okay. And I actually took the Windows 8 pictures. I went into Windows folder in the C drive, went down to the web folder and took the background picture from the Windows 8, from the start screen and everything, and I put it on here. Now, I did this as a spoof to make Ubuntu look like a Windows 8 Red Edition. It has fake Windows 8 apps, a failed attempt, but I'm actually running. Let's see, these apps actually work. I just clicked onto one. Microsoft Office Word 2007 Black Edition. This is an actual Microsoft Office, but a Black Edition. And to prove to you that it's running on Linux, because I'm using a software called Wine that allow you to use Microsoft applications on Linux. And there's another version of it called Crossover, but you have to pay for that version. And here's the Microsoft symbol up there in the corner. Yes, it can type and everything. Instead of blue borders, it has black borders. It's called cross-platforming softwares. And I click this, get out of here. I even have a sidebar over here. I go to my settings, preferences, and everything like that. And it has its own version of Office. It has Open Office built into it. I don't know if you heard of that. But also, here's a VirtualBox running on here as well. I have these side docs. Yes, it's on the internet. This is well deemed and everything. Okay, I'm going to run Windows NT 4.0 workstation in virtual emulation in a Linux system. Now I gotta leave the mouse on the outside, okay, for a second, because I'm gonna have to give a command for Control Alt Delete, so that way I can start the command line. Yes, you can run Microsoft in virtual emulation as well, or Microsoft applications in Linux, and run multiple systems as well. So it's asking for Control Alt Delete. I go up here in Machine, and insert Control Alt Delete right here. Now I put a password, and then click into it. Now I'm in Workstation 4.0, and here's the start. These operating systems were cheesy back then. There you go, Workstation. And I'll shut down and get out of here. I won't bother no more with this. Shut down computer, yes. Well, I'm shutting down that box. And anywho, I'll have to make, you know what, my best efforts. Like I said, I'm running low. I'm not going to boot this up. Like I said, a video doesn't do justice what I am capable of with these machines. Now, did you know that I got 10 minutes, I got 5 more minutes. I have a flash drive here. Would you believe this flash drive has multiple systems? It's a 4 gig flash drive. I'm going to put it on my netbook right here and make my USB the first bootable. Same machine you've seen in that video running Android, but I'm going to boot up the flash drive. And you'll see what's going to happen here. And remember the video, remember the picture that I displayed up there? There you go. On your email, same exact picture. Now I'm going to select a system. Did you know I can run, alright, I have Peppermint, Canopix, Slackware, Puppy, and I'm going to run Canopix. It's an operating system from Germany. It's a Linux system, but this is an English version of it. And this is going to be tricky. I'm going to try to put the camera a certain way, and I'm going to control it from here. It's booting. I'll give you an idea. This is off of a flash drive, by the way, of Live Operating Systems. It has Compass 3D Fusion enabled on here. And if I hold my Control-Alt on this keyboard here, I can make it rotate like a cube and everything off of a live flash drive. And yes, I can even go on the internet if I want to, but I'm not going to go through that right now. Like I said, it's cutting too close to the time. It has wobbly windows that are translucent and everything, and when you close them, they shatter like glass. It's all on the flash drive. I'm going to log out of this system. Well, log out to shut down. I'll shut down the machine. And that's about it. To tell you the truth, like I said, a video doesn't do justice, unfortunately. So if you like what you see, give me a call. Like I said, if you've seen this weird camera in the background right here, this is something I customized. A homemade stand, a homemade power supply. It has two flashlights. One is LED, the other one is infrared. I took the infrared filter off the lens on this camera right here, so that way exposing it to infrared so I can see in the dark infrared light for paranormal studies. Well, anyway, please give me a call if you like what you see. And thank you for your time and patience. Bye-bye.